Welcome, motherfuckers. It's Mr. Massacre doing the Q&A. Alright, let's just get right into this. Alright, question 1. What is the story behind your dark rap style? I don't know, I just tend to be violent. It really comes naturally. There's no particularly interesting story behind it. Just kinda happens. What's your inspiration? People I don't like inspire me to, just write shit about killing people I don't like. I find things that are generally repulsive to be very interesting. So, yeah, just kinda comes to me. When did I start rapping? I wrote my first rap song at like 13, but that's back when I was doing a lot of metal. I have a whole notebook just full of metal lyrics. Most of them fucking suck. But that is what I was doing. I really started taking it seriously about sophomore year of high school. I don't remember the exact story, but someone pissed me off, and I was getting a lot more into horrorcore, so I was like, fuck it, I'll write this horrorcore song about cutting them up. And I looked at it, and to my surprise, it wasn't as terrible as I thought it would be. So I decided to try to pursue it more. What is my favorite song? I don't really have a favorite. For the most part, I go between too many songs on too regular a basis to truly choose a favorite, but a lot of songs I like are Devil Knievel by Godimus, Unfair by Tech Nine, along with King of Darkness, pretty much everything by Twisted. I haven't heard a Twisted song that I hate, except for maybe Karma. That one just gets a little too religious for me, and I don't vibe with it so much. How did I come up with Murder Scene? Well, I didn't have the name for the album for most of the writing for it. And I knew I wanted to release it by Halloween, and I actually wrote a song titled Murder Scene, and the chorus was something to the effect of, it's Halloween, murder scream, murder scene, everybody scream. Something to that effect, and I decided, hey, Murder Scene would be a really, really good name for the album, because it's coming out on Halloween. I could really go with it, Murder Scene, Halloween, 2014. It just had that ring to it. What's my biggest influence? I don't really understand the context of the question. I would say my biggest influence in making my music are Twisted, Tech Nine, Cess Crew, some Bro Lynch. That's mostly who I try to emulate my music, just kind of make a fusion of all of them, and yeah, I mean, and Low Key. Low Key is pretty fucking good. My favorite superhero. Well, when I was a kid, it was Spider-Man, because I'm a bland fuck. I much more prefer the Hulk now. He's got that whole Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde thing going on. I find it very interesting, dynamic, and that's generally how I feel when I get pissed off. I just want to rip you in half, So I can actually connect with the character of Bruce Banner a little more. Why horrorcore? Well, what am I supposed to rap about? Pussy, cars, and money? Fuck no. That's retarded. I don't have enough of any of those to be writing about those. But I do have a lot more violent thoughts. So just a lot more to work with horrorcore. And you can touch on some subjects that normally rap can't. If people start expecting me to just rap about, smoking weed and shit, they're not gonna get it if I talk about something really violent. They're just gonna be like, what the fuck? Why you start getting all violent all of a sudden? I was violent the whole time. What do you look for in an artist that I work with? Motivation to do the project and to finish it and to hopefully make it a career. There's like a part 2 to the question, which is there anything I require with their lyrical style or the content of their lyrics? Not so much. I mean, I'm down to work with some people that aren't necessarily horrorcore, because I like pushing the boundaries of what I do with my music. So yeah, I look for motivation, and I would hope that my features would stay on topic to whatever the song is about, because I like to put like some meaning in my songs, especially if I have a feature or some sort of storyline or something like that. Why get into horrorcore? Well, it's what I listen to. I really got exposed to it the first time about 7th or 8th grade. I heard Truth or Dare by ICP. I didn't look into them for another few years though, and I finally looked into them. Then through looking at ICP, I saw Twisted. First song I heard by Twisted was Whoop Whoop. I decided then and there that Twisted was better, and I listened to them a lot, and kind of made the switch from metal to some horrorcore rap, and from there I just expanded, learned more artists, got into it. Who do I want to feature in the future? Well, future's a long time, hopefully. Like famous people, I would love to work with Tech9, Gadamus, Monoxide, the shit ton of people, really. I mean, the list of who I don't want to work with is probably shorter. But when it comes to local people, I have a friend, Christian Flesner. Me and him have wanted to do some collaboration for a long time. Still down to do that. Just got in contact with this guy, Anthony Mythology Johnson, I believe. I hope I'm not getting that name wrong. I want to work with him. Joe Creighton, he's my friend on Facebook. Hopefully I'll be on his album of features called like Collaboranthium, I think. Croaking Collaboranthium. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me. He might not like my shit. Who knows? Why did I start making music? As an outlet. It's a lot more healthy to write about cutting someone up than going and cutting someone up. When did I decide I wanted this to be my career? Pretty much as soon as I started actually writing horrorcore rap. I knew that I wanted to do something more with it. It wasn't just my hobby, like writing the metal music. I mean, another problem with making the metal music is you need a whole band. With horrorcore, I can just find instrumentals or make them myself and lay down some lyrics, and I'm all good. I don't have to try to work with a whole bunch of people that aren't necessarily as motivated as I am, which has been a real problem in the past. How did I come up with my first album? First album is called Schoolyard Massacre. Well, I've had that name for a long time. Since I made my metal music, I wanted an album called Schoolyard Massacre. I had a song for it too called 9mm Revenge that I still want to like make into a rap song, kind of. But that's mostly where I got the inspiration for it. I wrote a song called Blow It Up, which is on Schoolyard Massacre, all about a schoolyard massacre, and that's what solidified the name for me. Where do I get the hatred and violence from? I kind of already answered that with my inspiration, but you know, people. Just people. Who have I collaborated with? I have collaborated with J-Drop / the Owlbear or Jacob Hughes, The Beast 3 or Marquise Benjamin, my sister Allison Inns, and Chantel Harris. I believe that is everyone I've collaborated with up to this point. Sadly, not a lot of those turned into long-term collaborations, even though ever since I've started with this rap, I've pursued a duo idea, because you can keep the content a lot fresher and you can stay on your A game if you only have to write half a song. You know, if you and someone else both write half a song, you know, there's a lot more possibilities. You can go into subjects you don't necessarily have a lot to say about, but you do have something to say about. You know, there's been several times where I've been in groups for short amounts of time where I wrote half of songs, and I still have those half of songs, and I haven't finished them because I don't have any more inspiration for the project, because, you know, someone else was supposed to write the other half. And the last question, am I a Satanist? Yes and no. I mostly identify as a Satanist to piss people off. Because if you can't handle someone with a different worldview, then I don't want to be friends with you to fucking begin with. So it's kind of just to scare people away at first. You know, if you're that weak-minded that you couldn't move past someone's religious beliefs, then I don't want to fuck with you anyway. And I do believe in the philosophy of living for yourself. I don't take it as far as the Satanic Bible says you should. I'm much more of an atheist than a Satanist, for sure. And I actually have one more question. Bear with me. I forgot to write it down, and now I need to find my fucking phone, so I can actually find out what that question was. It was a little late, but I'm a little late on making this. So, we're all in the wrong here. Even you, Flez. Goddamn piece of shit. Why is it so hard to find this? Yeah, I just put it up yesterday, like, what the fuck? Alright, the last question. Who's your favorite horrorcore rapper and regular MC? My favorite regular MC, I don't know if you can call Tech9 a regular MC, because he dabbles in lots of different music. But I would say he is by far one of the most mainstream people that I actually enjoy and delve into his music. You know, I don't get into Drake, you know, or anything like that, or Lil Wayne. Like, I've heard their shit, but in the end, I don't like listen to it. So I would say Tech9 for a normal rapper, and my favorite horrorcore rapper has to be Monoxide Child of Twisted. He's an amazing lyricist. He's got that metaphor shit and that flow I just couldn't even try to emulate. He has this way of speaking that I find fascinating, and that's mostly what I look for when I'm listening to artists. Is does it captivate me? Does it kind of confuse me? You know, their rhythm, how, you know, if I can captivate their style, I don't find it nearly as amazing. Like, I can kind of do Tech9. You know, I can chop, I can go fast, and I can do like Jamie Madrox from Twisted too. You know, their flows, they make sense with me. I feel like, you know, if I was shown their lyrics, I would rap it like them. But Monoxide, if I was shown some Monoxide lyrics, I'd butcher the fuck out of them, and I'd be like, how the fuck am I supposed to do this? But it sounds really good when he does. So he's very unique, and that's why he's my favorite. Alright, well, that's all the questions. Thank you all for all the questions. I honestly didn't think I was going to get that many. Check out fucking my YouTube channel, my Facebook, my website. like my Facebook page. I only need like 1 or 2 more likes to get my statistics unlocked. Check out my website. It's got all my music, photos, all the movies I've made in Molly's Head Productions. Just a lot of good shit. Check it out if you haven't seen it. And share this with everyone. Force it in their faces. Make them watch it. Make them see. No, don't do that. Make them watch my music. That's more important than this question video. Alright, well, peace the fuck out. Go away, motherfucker.